Board up the gateway to Miller Mixing.
All the best.
Thank you.
Can you all please take out your mobile phones in your hand and turn off your mobile data? And better if you can put it on airplane mode. I want all of you to just focus on you and your thoughts. And better if you can focus on the handsome guy standing in front of you. No, but seriously tell me, that time when I told you to turn your mobile on airplane mode, what were your feelings?
Scared.
Absence of something?
Yes.
Scared of being bored? Scared of being bored? Now if I tell you that you have to do this thing for next 15 hours, what are your feelings? What if I tell you that what if I tell you that I have been in that boredom for 2 years of my life? So good evening fellow Toastmasters and our esteemed guest. I'm Toastmaster Rohit, and today I will tell you how boredom can ignite some great thing in your life. So this is the story when I joined my band. I was at a 2 months training in Kolkata, and my life was a delightful mix of coffee shops, weekend Netflix binges, mountain treks, and perfectly filtered Instagram posts. I was on cloud 9. My life was happy and happening. And then, bam! My joining letter arrived. And I was being sent to a remote village named Atira. A village so remote that even Google Maps needed a GPS to find it. At first I thought, how bad could it be? But when I reached there, reality hit me harder than the summer heat. No malls, no Wi-Fi, no Netflix, and no pizza delivery. My phone showed those signals as if it was my phone's new wallpaper. After that, the first few days, it was only me and my loneliness there. The first few days were terrible. I had no clue what to do in my free time. I had tried every single thing to entertain myself. Reading old newspapers, counting the cracks in walls, and even having some philosophical debates with local goats. And by the way, goats always won. My boredom was at its peak, and I applied for transfer. But one day, I was roaming around my rented house, which was situated in between the fields, and suddenly my house owner came. Looking lost, he said, and I nodded my head shyly. Understanding my emotions, he invited me to join the fields next morning. And having nothing better to do, I agreed. Now, my knowledge of farming was limited to taking photos of organic veggies at some fancy supermarkets. But the next morning, I was knee deep in mud, standing between the fields, learning how to sow seeds and pluck the weeds. I was learning every minute details of farming with full curiosity and enthusiasm. For the first time in my life, I held this sickle in my hands. Day after day, I worked alongside farmers. After a few days, I was learning the art of planting, watering, and even thrashing. After a few days, I held the fresh bundle of crops fully grown by me. And that was the proudest moment of my life. Instead of consuming something, for the first time in my life, I produced something. Now, over the days, I very well know the rhythm of the village. And then there were these magical nights. Initially, I was afraid of quiet evenings with no internet. But now, I was sitting under the blanket of stars, eating delicious food, and listening to hilarious tales of villagers. I was hilarious tales. I was on cloud nine once again. I even joined their folk dance. I realized the richness of their lives without the conveniences I once thought essential. So throughout this journey, I transformed a lot and I learned that instead of complaining, we should explore the things we already have. So in my case, the boredom led me to explore the life of the village and to learn farming. So next time, when you get bored, don't grab your phone. Instead, embrace boredom and let you to explore, to connect, and to find new things. Maybe, who knows?